you've ever had questions in your mind about corporate law as to what course should I do, should I go for BA.LL.B, BCOM LL.B or BBA.LL.B, what are those activities that I should do in my law school so that I stand better when it comes to placements. If you've ever had questions around these things, then this video I've got you covered. Hi, my name is Ananta. Welcome to the channel and thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. We are a 10k fam now. In today's video, we have with us Mr. Alind Chopra. Alind Bhaiya graduated from Nirma University in the year 2017. He joined Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas, one of the top tier law firms of India. Then he worked there as a senior associate in the dispute resolution team. And finally, recently, he left corporate law and joined litigation. So this video is going to be a super helpful video, I can assure you guys, because we're going to cover all those questions that we discussed in the intro. Also, we're going to see what are those things that one should consider, why he switched to litigation, what are the challenges, what are the struggles, what's the good thing in that, and some more tips from his experience. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so let us all welcome Bhaiya on the channel. Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for being here with us today. I've literally troubled him so much, texting again and again, कि भैया आज shoot करेंगे, भैया कल shoot कर सकते हैं, भैया are you free tomorrow, are you free on this day, on that day, and then finally we shot for this video. So let me tell you this. This video was supposed to come way back in March or April, I guess, but मेरा phone चोरी हो गया and I lost the clips. Then I was so hesitant to ask कि यार मैं भैया से वापस पूछूं क्या shoot कर सकते हैं कि नहीं. And I'm like पूछूं. And then I'm like चलो पूछ के देखती हूँ. I'm like भैया can we shoot again? And भैया is like yeah, let's go, let's do it. And here we are, we're shooting this video again. Thank you so much, Bhaiya. Thanks for that.
My pleasure.
So, थोड़े time पहले, Bhaiya, we did a video with Purnita Didi in which we discussed what to do after law and we've tried to discuss various options that are available. Corporate law was also, one of them. And I've heard a lot of doubts and confusions about corporate lawyering. And I myself am very new to all this, though I'm in second year, by the way. I'm seniors one year. So there might be many myths and misconceptions about it that we may have, and I'm sure this video will clear all the doubts about it. So let's begin with the very first question, with a very basic question on what exactly is the work that corporate lawyers do and what all it takes, like what all things it covers when it comes to working of a corporate lawyer.
So a corporate lawyer, typically in a law firm, would be doing a lot of due diligences, a lot of drafting and negotiating contracts. तो यानी आप बड़ी companies को advise करते हैं उनको अपनी deals कैसे structure करनी चाहिए, उनके legal implications क्या हैं, legal risks क्या हैं, तो आप उनके लिए बहुत advisory काम करते हैं. आप काफ़ी company law के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. You have to put together a lot of advice for them. You structure their deals and transactions. You carry out a lot of due diligence. You help out in drafting, negotiating contracts by and large. Now, of course, corporate law में भी ये जो मैंने explain किया, it's typically what a general corporate practice in a law firm would look like. अगर आप banking या finance के sector में हैं, then you'll probably be doing a lot of structuring with respect to debt transactions and so on. So there are varieties within it, but by and large हम contracts बनाते हैं और हम negotiate करते हैं वो contracts दूसरी parties के लिए.
Okay. So भैया, so for example, if people have decided, like some have decided कि हाँ मुझे corporate law में जाना है या I want to do this, ठीक है. So how do we find, yeah, chalo, theek hai, they are confused about it. How do we find out if this job fits me?
I think internship is the only way where you can actually get a real glimpse of what it feels like and looks like to be a corporate lawyer. Of course, internship के भी अपने limitations होते हैं. आपको सब कुछ तो समझ में नहीं आएगा एक बार में. But it is as real an opportunity as it can be for you to get an insight into the life and work of a corporate lawyer. So I would say internships is one great way. And of course, the other thing is to speak to as many people as possible who are in the field, who can advise you, preferably people who know you, so they can tell you whether or not it fits your strengths and your personality. So yeah, I think those are the two ways to know.
Okay. So like one has decided that they want to get into corporate law, or if they wish to pursue corporate law, what would some activities be that you would suggest कि if you want to pursue law, these are some things that you should do in your law school. Like सब कहते हैं कि you should explore and all of that, but okay, but there has to be like one thing that you feel कि yeah, this is where you should at least start from. What would that be?
I mean, first of all, like I said, intern in corporate law firms. Now that you have set your mind on doing it, तो आपको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा internships करनी चाहिए. That will be by far the most important thing. The second thing that you can do is to write research papers, do some research in relation to the current hot subjects in the field of corporate law. But I mean, as cliche as it sounds, I don't think आपको अपने law school journey में बहुत ज़्यादा जल्दी अपने आप को साइलो कर लेना चाहिए कि मैं कॉर्पोरेट वाले ही चीज़ें करूँगा या मैं सिर्फ कॉर्पोरेट मूव्स करूँगा. It's good to be focused, but there's also merit in trying a lot of different things, because that's how you will actually realize what really suits and floats your boat. So अगर आपको कॉर्पोरेट में इवेंचुअली जाना है तो इंटर्नशिप्स आपको ज़रूर करनी चाहिए लॉ फर्म्स में, इन हाउस. अगर आपको कॉर्पोरेट कमर्शियल लिटिगेशन साइड में जाना है तो आपको वो करना चाहिए. बट आई थिंक इंटर्नशिप्स और रिसर्च पेपर्स और मे बी कॉर्पोरेट ओरिएंटेड मूड कोर्ट्स हैं काफ़ी सारे. ये सब एक्टिविटीज़ आपको करती रहनी चाहिए, अलॉन्ग विद ट्राइंग टू हैव अ बैलेंस कि आप सब कुछ थोड़ा थोड़ा कर रहे हो.
Because you mentioned about it, the balance wala thing, that's why this question popped in my head. What are those things that you feel one should do when it comes to balancing? Like I've heard that you were bright in studies as well as very active when it came to extracurricular activities, if I'm not wrong. So what would you suggest ki this is how you should balance between academics and curriculars? So anything that you feel कि हाँ ये चीज़ आपको हेल्प करी थी या
ये आपकी पर्सनल प्रायोरिटीज़ और आप क्या एंजॉय करते हो उस पर डिपेंड करता है. आपको उतना करना चाहिए एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स जब तक आपके ग्रेड्स बहुत ज़्यादा अफेक्ट नहीं हो रहे हैं. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि अब एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स इतने ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं कि आप क्लासेस नहीं अटेंड कर पा रहे हो, आपको पता ही नहीं क्या चल रहा है, एग्ज़ाम में आप सिर्फ रट्टा मार के जा रहे हो, उस टाइप की सिचुएशन नहीं आनी चाहिए. बट एनीथिंग शॉर्ट ऑफ दैट, I would think you should totally go for extracurriculars. Academics, personally, I find being very academic oriented is a good thing, but it is slightly overrated. The real joy of the journey that law school is really in taking part in moots, going for debates, going for paper presentations, for mediation competitions, for anything and everything, whatever you enjoy. Maybe even sports fests. Do what really makes you feel excited. तो आपको वो सब कुछ करना चाहिए और एकेडमिक्स को बस ऐसा संभाल के रखो कि फेल ना हो जाओ.
एक बहुत ही जनरली मैंने सुना, ये हो सकता है कि मिसकंसेप्शन हो. So I've heard कि BCOM LL.B is more preferred by the firms than BA.LL.B student, or BBA.LL.B is more preferred by the firms than an BA.LL.B student. So is this a misconception, or is there any difference in the students of both these courses when it comes to placements? Like, do firms have that notion कि नहीं हम BA वालों को नहीं लेंगे या BCOM वालों को नहीं लेंगे?
No, I don't think firms have any particular bias, or I don't think they tend to pick BCOM or BBA LL.B students more than BA LL.B students. That's just a misconception.
Alright. So this was like one of my plans. I don't know. Now I don't have it though. But मैंने ऐसा सोचा था कि, और बहुत लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं कि alright, so I'll do my like BA.LL.B या BCOM LL.B की डिग्री यहाँ से, and या जो भी कोर्स है BA.LL.B BCOM LL.B की डिग्री I'll do from India. Not everybody is studying in the top tier, like top notch law colleges. So they're in many private colleges as well. So मैं अपनी LL.B यहाँ से करूँगा and I'll do my LL.M from abroad and I'll settle there. So please tell us, how important is LL.M? Like, what role does it play for corporate lawyers? And how about abroad settling? Or does LL.M play a role in it?
Okay, so there are two parts to that question. One is settling abroad, and the other is in corporate law, does it really help? I'll take the settling abroad first. So, if you want to do an LL.M with the intention of eventually immigrating, it is a good option. I think it's one of the many options that are available for you to immigrate. You just have to know your why. If the sole purpose for your LL.M is to just immigrate, you should look at countries and jurisdictions that are more immigration friendly, such as Canada. But if you're also looking for an academic experience out of it, you also want to do it because आपको सच में एक फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी में एक डिफरेंट कल्चर में पढ़ाई करने का जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो चाहिए, तो आपको फिर ये सब कंसिडरेशंस बैलेंस करके चलनी पड़ेंगी और आपकी प्रायोरिटीज़ के अकॉर्डिंगली आपको डिसीजन लेना पड़ेगा. LL.M करने का एक सबसे बड़ा फ़ायदा ये होता है कि कई कंट्रीज़ में आपको पोस्ट स्टडी वर्क वीज़ा मिलता है, which means that you're employable, or you can easily get employability. At least you don't have the visa barrier. तो आपको वहाँ से that's a good place to start. Plus आप एक कॉलेज जाते हो, if eventually आपको बाहर ही सेटल होना है, तो आप एक कॉलेज कम्युनिटी से आपको एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम मिल जाता है. आपका एक बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से उसमें उस कल्चर में मिलने का आपको एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है कॉलेज के थ्रू, क्योंकि आपके वहाँ पे ऑब्वियसली नेचुरली दोस्त बन जाते हैं. यू बिल्ड अ कम्युनिटी अराउंड यू एंड इट्स लिटरली हैंडेड डाउन टू यू ऑन अ प्लेटर. सो आई थिंक इन कारणों की वजह से LL.M इज अ गुड ऑप्शन, बट LL.M करके ही आपको बाहर नौकरी मिलेगी इज ऑल्सो अ मिसकंसेप्शन. आप एज अ लॉयर आप अभी से आप अगर चाहें तो आप फॉरेन क्वालिफिकेशंस एग्जाम्स के लिए बैठ सकते हैं, क्योंकि इवेंचुअली अगर आपको किसी फॉरेन जुरिस्डिक्शन में लॉ प्रैक्टिस करना है तो आपको मोस्ट लाइकली वहाँ का बार टेस्ट क्लियर करना पड़ेगा. तो वो आप यहाँ पे बैठे भी कर सकते हैं, आपको उसके लिए LL.M करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. जैसे यूके में आपका SQE टेस्ट होता है, विच इज़ द सॉलिसिटर्स क्वालिफाइंग एग्जामिनेशन, तो आप वो यहाँ पे बैठ के भी कर सकते हैं. एंड वंस यू आर एंड इवन बिफोर यू आर एन SQE क्वालिफाइड लॉयर, यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर जॉब्स अब्रॉड, एंड that is also another route. LL.M obviously is a 1 year commitment, plus it's also a lot of money that you have to spend. तो अगर आपको बाहर जाना है तो आपको ऐसा ही लग रहा है कि सिर्फ LL.M करके ही जा सकते हैं, तो वो भी सही नहीं है. बट इट इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ऑफन यूज्ड रूट्स दैट पीपल टेक. फॉर कॉर्पोरेट लॉ प्रैक्टिसिंग बीइंग अ कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर इन अ लॉ फर्म, आपको उतनी ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है LL.M करने की. लॉ फर्म्स में बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंटली आपको नहीं देखा जाएगा अगर आप एक LL.M करके आए हैं. इनफैक्ट कई लोग इसको देखते हैं कि आपने एक साल जो आप एक्सपीरियंस गेन कर सकते थे, आप सीनियरिटी गेन कर सकते थे अपनी फर्म में, वो छोड़ के आपने एक LL.M कर लिया. पीपल विल नॉट वैल्यू इट सो मच बिकॉज आफ्टर ऑल एन LL.M इज़ एन एकेडमिक एक्सपीरियंस. वो आपके लिए आपकी पर्सनल जर्नी और आपके एनरिचमेंट के लिए अच्छी है, लेकिन प्रोफेशनली उतना वैल्यू नहीं किया जाता इन लॉ फर्म्स स्पेशली.
Okay, I feel this question is coming a bit late, but how and why did you choose at the first place to go into corporates? And what has your experience been like with corporate law?
So I just happened to get lucky. I got an internship with Sam and मैंने इंटर्न किया. मुझे वहाँ की टीम बहुत अच्छी लगी, कल्चर बहुत अच्छा लगा. वन ऑफ द की कंसिडरेशंस, इफ आई एम ऑनेस्ट, इज द मनी. द मनी वाज ग्रेट. So everything sort of came together for me to take this opportunity, and so I just took the plunge. After having been, after having been in that team for more than 2.5 years and doing a lot of general corporate work, I realized I've always wanted to explore litigation. So I made the move from corporate to litigation, and now I'm doing working in a litigation team. But my experience on the whole in the general corporate team for me personally was quite good. I think I learned a lot of important stuff that holds you in good stead even when you're a litigator in a law firm. So I mean, my personal experience with corporate law was good, but I think I've had my fill of it.
Can you just talk a little about your struggles or challenges in that field, like that could help transform students?
I think my personal struggles were, frankly, I was quite blessed to have a great team, but sometimes people do struggle with, getting along with the people that they're working for. The other very common struggle is that people tend to get bogged down by the number of hours that they have to work. Being a corporate lawyer is, frankly, a very demanding job. तो आपको दिन में अगर 10, 15, 12, 13 घंटे काम करना पड़ रहा है तो वो काफ़ी नॉर्मलाइज्ड है, वो एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है आपसे कि वो आप करेंगे ही. So that can be a bit of a shocker to someone who's just graduated from law school and suddenly they find themselves sitting down at a desk and working for like 12, 14 hours at a stretch. So, or even more some days. That can be a bit of it does take a little bit of getting used to. Also, जब आप चालू करते हैं नौकरी as a fresher right out of college, तो आपको लगता है कि आपको भी कुछ नहीं आता. You feel out of your depth. The only way is to just stick around. Nobody's born knowing everything. आप सीखेंगे, on the job learning is what's going to keep you going. So yeah, these are the fairly common challenges that I've seen people around me face.
How is your experience with litigation going?
It's going great. I'm really enjoying litigation. I think I always knew that I would enjoy it. The whole courtroom drama, making arguments, brainstorming, that process is really enriching for me.
This question एकदम से popped in my mind कि for any corporate lawyer or for any student, for any law student for that matter, how important is networking and how should one work for it?
That's a brilliant question because I think networking के लिए को value करना हमें सिखाया नहीं जाता, कोई हमें बताता नहीं है कितनी important है. And I think corporate law हो, चाहे litigation हो, चाहे कोई भी profession हो, networking is extremely important. आपका काम तो अच्छा होना ही चाहिए, वो तो एक given है ही. But the real differentiator between two people who are similarly placed in terms of their technical skills is their soft skills and the amount of networking that they have done. कैसे करना चाहिए is a different question. आप networking के बारे में आपको पढ़ना चाहिए. I don't think there's really a guidebook or a set of steps that you have to do. But I think LinkedIn is a great way to grow your professional network. आपको लोगों को constantly आप legal updates share कीजिए. कई लोग वो रूट लेते हैं कि वो legal updates share करते रहते हैं या कोई ना कोई एक्टिविटी जिसमें वो पार्टेक कर रहे हैं वो उसको शेयर करेंगे. लोगों की एक्टिविटीज़ में they comment and that's how they try to stay in touch and build these relationships. That's one great way to start, I would say. But I'm glad you asked this question because networking is really, really important.
Alright. Coming towards the end of the video, I would request you to share any tip or any message from your experience, from the experience आप जब college में होते हो, so you're in a very comfort zone and all, and then you just come out of the college and you hit the reality hits you. I don't know what I have to say, मतलब words proper नहीं होंगे, लेकिन that feeling कि आप एकदम secure zone से and you're on your own पूरा. तो that experience from college life से अब तक का, what would that one message or any tip that from your experience it would be that could help all of us watching this video?
The message that I would give from my story is that you should never be afraid to dream big. When I was graduating from law school, I did not think that I could ever get a job at Shardul Amarchand. I got a pre-placement offer. I was placed there before I even graduated. Sometimes, I mean, first, if someone had told me this in the first, second, third year of law school, I wouldn't believe them, because I just didn't think that, you know, someone from Nirma can actually get a PPO at a top tier law firm. But don't let your circumstances, the people around you, or anything for that matter, make you forced to dream small, you know. Just make, आप अपने दिमाग में तो wildly dream कर सकते हैं, and your dreams should be like wildly large. तो अपने आप को रोकिए मत, अपने सर्कमस्टांसेस और अपने बायसेस को बीच में मत आने दीजिए कि नहीं ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, ये कैसे होगा, ये मैं कैसे करूँगा. Of course it's good to be realistic, but that's what they say, right? Aim for the moon, at least you'll land up in the stars. So that's my one message: dream big.
I'm sure there was a lot to take from this video. I would really thank Bhaiya again for agreeing to do this video. You've been, you know, very busy and you still managed to take your time out on a Saturday. So it means a lot. I hope you have had a good time, and thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Alright guys, if you found the video helpful, if you found value out of it, make sure you hit the like button, comment down in the comment section and let me know. Also, subscribe if you've not yet subscribed to the channel. I've linked all the details about Bhaiya's LinkedIn in the description box. So if you want to connect, you can just go down in the description box, find the links. I'll see you the next Monday. Till then, namaste.